Throwing dice in school. Waking up and having to go to the school of dice. Where is my classroom when I look up and see clouds instead of ceiling tiles? Everything coming out of the blue, though the dice themselves still have odds. This then prompting me to go where I know I can study based on these behaviors. Sitting under the overpass, on concrete rather than a desk and chair, I write about the loud lecture going on, taking notes in a way that summarizes my futile attempt in acknowledging everything's position and my position on them. Then, in feeling that this classroom in school isn't for me, I begin to wander the halls in search of some way to find where I am supposed to be. Thinking then on this, I walk into an empty room and start drawing out my own lesson plan on where to go next, though thinking then it having no difference to where I am currently. Then I ran into some bullies, who I felt were more obsessed with the search to cause problems, rather than coming to a greater understanding of things. So I set up shop and began to consider their tough love as a lesson to be learned. Ironically enough, I followed the bullies back to where they came from, and it was from the principal's office. These goody two-shoes running around only enforcing position not for the safety of the halls, but for a dark motive of possession, drawing then on the matter as to what should come out of the blue, light or dark, one being a weightlessness, the other a weight, trying to get off the ground while carrying everything that it called its. My picture then spiraling out of control as every item I then drew to showcase a confiscation of light, having then light, and I felt a separation of land and sea, and that I had crossed an ocean in a minute, and then had crossed over into the fenced-off office space from which I was drawing upon in a simple left turn. Walking then around in this place, I left, feeling no more aware than I left. Where then this same place was across the street from where I woke up, and then in a different perspective in the backyard, waking me up to then walking around the kitchen and having all of this represented in one room, feeling failure in having done anything consequential, as I then saw everything freed and everywhere.